One of my favorite things about doing wholesale is that it gives me the ability to put my products in the hands of people that will probably never actually hear about my business. And when it comes to things like the coffee mugs that we're making in this video today, that actually means a lot to me, because even if they never hear my name or hear my business name or visit my website, they will still receive the message behind this design, among others. So before we get into the video, hey there, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. And if you are new here, my name is Carmela, and I am the owner / sole operator of a small online store called The Lily Creative Co. The Lily Creative Co. sells things like t-shirts and drinkware, as well as accessories like bookmarks and keychains. Now that we've got the introductions out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the video. One thing I've been testing out recently is doing the coffee mugs in my tumbler press, mostly because I don't get that many orders for tumblers and it's just sort of sitting around. And the thing about it too is, because of the size of the wrap, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, like you can see compared to the mug press, I can put 2 of the 11-ounce mugs in here versus just doing 1 at a time in here. I've been playing around with the settings and whatnot, finding the right temperature and like pressure and stuff, and I think I have it pretty dialed in at this point, because this machine actually, the reason why I stopped even trying to make mugs on it in the first place is because it was so hot, like so incredibly like blazing hot. It was insane. But now that I'm in my own little studio space and whatnot, I finally had the, not even just the desire, but the mental fortitude to be willing to waste some blanks. That's one of the hard parts about testing products and whatnot, is the pain of wasting blanks. But the waste is for a good cause, and I have some more mugs literally on the way now. So basically I was willing to take a couple L's, and I'm happy because I think I finally got it figured out. Like, this is one I did off the press, and you guys can't tell a difference because it looks exactly like the ones that come off my mug press. So that's freaking awesome. For context, for the order that we're doing today, with this mug press, just doing 1 mug at a time would have probably taken me almost like 2.5 hours. But using both, theoretically speaking, since I did the math, I can finish all of them in 45 minutes. And that's like such a huge difference. So again, worth some of the waste to get everything dialed in, because now it's gonna be so much faster, so much easier, and so much better for me, honestly, because sitting here for hours making mugs is not the most fun use of time, if you will. So just a really quick update. Everything was going great. I have no idea what happened, but for whatever reason, I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to tell. Probably not. Let me see if I can get one for like comparison. So it might be a little bit harder to see given the background, but I'm still using this press to make some more cups. But this one is much sharper than this one. I think the tumbler press is maybe getting too hot and it's causing like some blurring on the edges up here. And you can kind of see like how crispy the lines are here. And this one just like, it's like a little hazy. And that basically means it's too hot or it's cooking too long, or like a combination of both basically. And I now have more wasted cups, so I don't want to keep wasting them. So I guess I will have to come back again and figure out the tumbler press again, because it was actually so nice to be able to use both. Some of them came out great and some of them like absolutely did not. Like I have this one here. Let me see if I can move it to where you can see. I have this one here, and like, I don't know if you can tell, but the S and the E on deserve, it looks absolutely crazy. And I don't know how that happened because everything else looks great. Everything else looks fantastic. So I really don't know. And I don't have time to waste more cups on this specific order. I'll test it again later, but I need to get these cups done. So it's actually a couple days later. I went ahead and I pressed a couple more mugs just to replace some other ones that I have over here that were just not white up to my standard. Like, they weren't bad, they just weren't good enough to me personally. This reminds me, I've also been thinking about adding a like B grade listing for like cups that come out kind of wrong, but like they're still functional. Obviously they're not broken or anything, and the design is still on there, but like might be like slightly off, or like part of it didn't get pressed, you know, perfectly. Like for example, maybe something like this, like how the E is kind of like faded in comparison to the rest of it, but like otherwise it's fine, but also I wouldn't feel comfortable selling this at full price. So I've been thinking about adding like B grade options on my website for people that might want to buy it. Like they don't care that it's like a little bit off, you know? Also, I can't remember if I showed you guys this the other day. This was a cup that didn't turn out well. You can still kind of like see the previous design, but I did want to try out a wrap really quick. And to be honest, I kind of love how it turned out. I wish I had done this on a cup that didn't already have a design on it, because I feel like it's kind of like messing up the visualization of it, you know what I mean? But like from certain angles, you can kind of see what I'm working with. I have a couple different designs I want to do this with. I'm honestly genuinely surprised it took me this long to like think to try it, but like the past year or two has been kind of hectic, so I attribute it to that. But anyway, I have all of these. I still need to box up. I have the other ones down here just for like organizational purposes. But I realized literally as I was taping up the individual boxes, because usually I put each cup in its own box just for kind of like safety and protection or whatever. But then I realized this order is for 36 mugs and 36 is what came in that case. So essentially I could just take all these mugs, put them right back in the box that they came in, put that box back inside the box that it came in, if that makes sense, because it came with like some of these to like protect the cups, like insulate them from shock and stuff. So I think I'm going to do that, because otherwise I would probably have to ship like at least 2, but probably 3 separate boxes to ship 36 different cups. You know what I mean? So I just think it would be cheaper for the customer mostly, and easier for me secondly, if I just put these all right back in the box that they came from. This is like a rare opportunity, I feel like. So I think we're going to do that. I'm going to like clean off this area, then we're going to pack the box and probably head out to UPS, because it's a big box and usually that's UPS.